Good afternoon, everybody. I want to say thank you to Pastor Paul of Discovering Church for giving us this opportunity to do a devotion for the brethren. And I pray that as you listen to this, the Lord will bless you. He will give you a listening ears. I pray that this message will touch you, will change your situation. Thank you so much. My text is taken from the book of First Kings, chapter 17, from verse 2 to 16. I might not read all, but I'm going to summarize what it's all about. And it says, Then the Lord said to Elijah, Go to the east and hide by the Cherry Brook, near where it enters the Jordan River. Drink from the brook and eat what the raven brings you, for I have commanded them to bring you food. Elijah did as the Lord told him and camped beside the Cherry Brook, east of Jordan. The raven brought him food, bread and meat each morning and evening, and he drank from the brook. But after a while, the brook dried up, for there was no rain anymore in the land. Verse 8, Then the Lord said to Elijah, Go and live in the village of Sarephat, near the city of Sidon. I have commanded a widow to feed you. So he went to Sarephat. As he arrived at the gate of the village, he saw a widow gathering sticks, and he asked her, Will you please give me a little water in a cup? And as she was going to get it, he said to her, Bring me a little bite of bread too. And she said, I swear by the Lord your God that I don't have a single piece of bread in the house, and I have only a handful of flour left in the jar and cooking oil in the bottom of the jar. I was just gathering a few sticks to cook this last meal. Then my son and I will die. So that's it. We all know the story very well. It's the story of Elijah and the widow of Sarephat. We know what happened, that as Elijah told her, she listened to Elijah. She gave Elijah a last meal, and she had more than enough. So I just want to encourage us today on few things. There are a few lessons we're going to look into from this Bible passage. The first one is that we need to learn how to trust God. Elijah trusted God. The widow of Sarephat trusted the prophet. But look at the case. Elijah trusted God for his provisions, because our God is a God of provisions. The Bible said the brook dried up, but God's provisions never dried up. The brook dried up. Elijah did not have the reason to look around for who to feed him. Elijah did not have the reason to keep asking God what's going to happen the next time. But immediately God gave him another instruction and said, Go to Sarephat. I have commanded a widow. I have prepared somebody else that is going to feed you. The resources in heaven does not dry up. He's a God of provisions. He's a God that provides. He's a God that does not disappoint. I have a popular saying that he is a show-up God. God shows up whenever you thought all hope has been lost. He does not disappoint. No matter what you're passing through at this hour, no matter what we're going through at this hour, no matter what the world is going through, you might have lost your job, quite all right. Your income has been splashed and you don't have enough money. Your resources, the money you're getting now is not enough to feed the whole family. But I'm telling you this hour that you should do what? Trust God. You should do what? Believe God. Put all your trust in God. We're only passing through a season. Is this a season? It's a season. We're just going through it. It's just a season. It's for a while. It's not something that's going to last forever. Just put all your hope, all your trust in God. When you trust God, He's going to do it for you. He has the provision. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5, Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. The Bible says with all your heart, with all your soul, believe God for everything. Don't put it aside and say, I can believe God for this thing and I cannot believe God for all that things. Believe God for your family. Trust God for your family. Trust God for your children. Maybe somebody is watching me at this hour and you have a child that is giving you trouble and you've done all what you thought you can do. You have prayed, you have fasted, and it seems as if God is not answering you. I've come to give you good news that God is not far away from you. The Lord is very close to you like you think. He's very close. He's going to answer your prayers. He heard you. The Bible said all things work together for good to them that love God. Because you love God, all things are working together for your good. He's working it together for your good. By the time that child comes back, you're not going to believe it that it is God. Trust God for your job. Maybe you are at the verge of losing your job. Or maybe you have lost your job and you're looking at it that what is going to happen. Trust God. Maybe your mortgage is in arrears. Trust God. Maybe you don't know how to pay your children's school fees. Trust God. Maybe you don't have food on your table. Trust God. I know there's somebody that is listening to me right now. You're going through all this. I have come to encourage you. I have come to give you the word that you should do what? Trust God. God is very close. Imagine Elijah, the prophet, gave a command and said there will not be rain. There will not be dew. And there was no rain, there was nothing. But he gave the command because he gave the decree because he knew he had a God in heaven. He has a God of provision. He has a God that is more than sufficient. He has a God of that. The Bible says with God all things are possible. The Bible says what? All things. It does not remove everything. Everything is possible with him. If you're listening to me and you're going through one thing or the other, I know what the global world is going through. It might have affected you seriously, but I'm encouraging you, my brother and my sister today, that you should do what? Trust God. Elijah obeyed the instructions that God gave to him. Sometimes we're trusting God, but he's giving us an instruction and we're not listening to him. What is that instruction that God is giving to you? What is that instruction that God is giving to you? God spoke to him. All through the process, God spoke to him. God is speaking to you. Are you listening to God? Can you hear God? Do you know if God is speaking? Do you hear him? We need to train our body, spirit, and soul how to listen to God. When you're passing through things, I tell the ladies, I tell people all the time, whatever you're passing through, God is teaching you a lesson. God is speaking. Try to listen to what God is saying. Try to listen. You know, when God has provision, the Bible says, the Lord told Elijah, said, I have commanded the widow. He has commanded. When he commands, it cannot be reversed. Because the widow was commanded, the widow had no choice but to give her last meal. When God has somebody, I'm telling you that God has somebody that he has commanded for you. God has somebody that he has commanded for you. God has somebody that he has commanded for you. Thank you so much for listening to me. And thank you so much, Pastor Paul, for this great opportunity. God bless you. And I will hear your testimony very soon. Thank you so much. Bye.